Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw tonight was pure dominance. It was sheer dominance tonight. Errol Spence Jr. put on a masterful performance against Mikey Garcia. I was anticipating this fight so much. I was so excited for this fight. I couldn't wait. I was just amped for this fight all across the board, man. So much. Today is my lady's birthday. We celebrated, had a great time for her birthday. And at the end of the day, I had to go to my uncle's crib and tune in to the fight. Brought her with me, but I had to tune into this fight because I just really wanted to see how this would play out. I really wanted to see what Mikey would come with, but what Errol Spence would come with as well, because I felt like Mikey is a great boxer, a very, very skilled boxer. And even people felt Mikey is so skilled that a lot of people felt that if it went 12 rounds, that Mikey Garcia would win this fight. Because people felt like he was a better boxer than Errol. So they like Errol's only chance would be to stop him, which they thought would be a higher percentage chance of anything happening. More people, if Errol were to win, more people picked it by stoppage rather than a 12-round decision. And Errol gave us a 12-round decision victory. Let me just say this too, before I go into everything else. I respect the hell out of Mikey Garcia. He did something a lot of welterweights are afraid to do, are terrified to do, and that's fight Errol Spence Jr. He moved up in weight and fought Errol. And he never went down the whole fight. Props to him. He took some vicious shots. I mean, vicious shots. All night. Body and head. Punches to the head and to the body. And he stayed on his toes. And it was even at one point in the fight where Robert Garcia, right in front of their father, is like, listen, you want me to stop this? You want me to stop this? And Mikey could have said no. But he said, no, man, I got 6 minutes left. Let's finish this out. And I respect him for that. You know, great. He's a warrior. He a gangster for taking this fight. Mikey's a gangster for taking this fight. And I give him his props for that. But other than that, man, Mikey Garcia won one round at best. One round. And if I would have given him any round, it would have been that second round. That second round, because it seemed like he started to back Errol up a little bit. And I'm like, hold on, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? We don't never see Errol really just get, backed up and try to walk down. We're like, hold on now. But then Errol just showed his superb skill, and his power was what I believe made Mikey tentative. And even he made him a little gun shy at first. And then even when he started to exchange, he got hit with some tough shots that he second guessed it, because he knew that Errol had the power. Errol possesses the power to drop him, although he didn't. But Errol possesses tremendous power, and he had to respect that. Man, look, Mikey couldn't find distance, and Errol's jab was there all night. Follow up with that left hand. It was there all night, and he used it effectively, man. This is my thing, too, because you're going to have a lot of individuals. I really wanted Errol to get a stoppage. I picked Errol in this fight. I really wanted him to get a stoppage because this fight was a win-win for Mikey. And he even said it. And it's clear as day, because he wasn't at the end to get all heavy criticism. Not from Boxing Elite. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Boxing Elite not going to criticize Mikey. Even a lot of the huge boxing fans not going to criticize Mikey because he came up in weight and he fought a guy that a lot of people looked at as the boogeyman, and he didn't go down at all. The fact that Errol didn't go down at all, people going to look and say, oh, Errol, you couldn't drop a guy that's regularly 135 pounds. You couldn't take him down, and you're supposed to be this monster. So they're going to look at that like, I don't know. Then you're going to have some of the welterweights that may be kind of looking at chops at it like, okay, I got a little bit more power than Mikey, and he couldn't drop Mikey, so let's see what I can do. But you can look at it also from another end of the spectrum. Errol Spence got better boxing skills than a lot of people want to acknowledge. He has better boxing skills than a lot of people want to admit. They don't want to admit it, but the young man is skilled. He really is, man. I'm going to look at the punching stats, man. Errol threw 1,000 punches, 1,082 punches, landed a career high, 345 punches, which is excellent. Well, it's 31%. What is it? 31? Is that 31? Yeah. 31%. But anyway, he landed some great shots. Great shots that had Mikey rattled. And this fight was even, and people gonna get mad at me for this because they don't like Adrian Broner. They hate Adrian Broner a lot. This fight was even more lopsided than the Adrian Broner-Manny Pacquiao fight. By far. Again, at best, I gave Mikey 1 round. And Mikey knew, though, that if he survived this fight, it would be a big moral victory for him. That's why you saw him raising his hand, raising his fist after every round, because he's like, I'm surviving. I'm still in here. I'm still at it, even though Errol was putting a beating on him, tearing at him away. And there was nothing he could do, man. There was nothing he could do. By the 6th round, Errol was in full swing. 6th round, he was working his magic, man. And it was clear. You like, oh my God. He's out here getting dominated and dismantled. This is the thing, too. Even though they fought in Errol's hometown, it was more people cheering for Mikey than it was Errol. Now, my ears may have been deceiving me. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. It was more people cheering for Mikey, even in the introductions. Like, Mikey got a lot of cheers. Errol got more boos than I thought. And I'm like, wow. Like, but it's no surprise, really, though, because Mikey is a Mexican fighter. It's a huge Mexican population in Texas, in the state of Texas. Probably, I don't know about the Dallas area. Y'all can tell me if it's a huge Mexican population in the Dallas area. But either way, they came out to the fight, and they came out in droves, and they came to support Mikey. But yeah, Errol wasn't even in his hometown. It was people, the crowd seemed to be lulled to sleep. Like, they was really kind of bored at the fact that of the domination by Errol. I think they really wanted Mikey. A lot of people were rooting for Mikey, and they wanted him to put on a better showing than what he did. But Errol proved that, hey, I got a lot better boxing skills than y'all want to acknowledge. A lot better boxing skill than y'all want to acknowledge, and y'all going to have to respect me for it. So I think Errol earned respect from the fact that he went 12 rounds and won clearly. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Only way you could have called that different is if CJ Ross was a judge on the fight, and she misjudged the fight and gave a ridiculous scorecard. A ridiculous score, but other than that, nah, man, it was clear as day. Errol Spence all day. I got some other points I really want to make. Yeah, man, like real talk. Again, props to Mikey, respect to Mikey for taking this fight. A lot of people a lot of welterweights scared to fight, and I don't even think Sean Porter really want to fight. I don't think he really want to fight Errol like that, and if he do. You know, Errol gonna bring in that cash. Now they see that Errol. This is another thing too. Errol's gonna be a big draw soon, man. If Errol had a personality if he just not saying ignorant, he has personality. But if he would show more of a personality, then I think he probably would have been popping. Like even beyond this fight, I think some fights ago he would have been popping. But Errol's a real chill, mellow guy, real humble. You know, respectful guy, real kind of to himself a lot. I've seen him let loose in certain interviews with people that he knows. So I think he'll do that going forward. But this fight put him on notice. I've seen people that I never saw talking about an Errol Spence fight, talking about it. Skip Bayless in particular. I don't know if it was just because they were in Dallas and Jerry Jones was there. He loves the Cowboys. Or because Lennox Lewis came on and talked about the fight. Or the whole boxing world was clamoring about it. But, yeah, I seen Skip and them talking about it. I seen people that I never saw tweeting about Errol Spence tweeting about him tonight. So, he gained a lot of fans and he gained a lot of respect, man. Yeah, man, Errol's jab was backing Mikey up. He kept stinging Mikey. And them body shots would have dropped. It would have dropped more than half of the welterweights, period. It would have dropped them. Mikey got a lot of heart, he wanted to stay up. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of them shots that he took would have dropped. Like it would have folded. It would have folded a lot of dudes quicker than a lawn chair at a summertime barbecue in Chicago. For real. It would have made a lot of dudes drop to their knees quicker than a $50 bill shown to a hooker. Like I'm dead serious. Seriously. I'm really shocked that he was able to stay on his feet for real. More props and respect to him. But I'm saying it again, and people are just going to look at that and some people are going to look at it funny that Errol didn't knock him out. But still, Errol beat the brakes off Mikey, man. He really did. He just couldn't stop him. And he went to the body. At first, I'm like, don't attack the head, go to the body. Attack his body. He went to the body relentlessly at several times and still couldn't drop Mikey. So, hey, Mikey got a lot better chin, and he's a lot more resilient than what, some people didn't know. Oh, and Errol had some extra motivation going into this fight too, because you had individuals like Sugar Ray Leonard picking against him, Mike Tyson, and Sugar Ray said when they asked him why he picked him, he said, because it's Mikey. What he said is because it's Mikey. It speaks for itself. And Errol was like, yeah, okay. And he put the world on notice tonight, man. He definitely put the world on notice. Creeping up in that pound-for-pound list. I still think Terrence Crawford is pound-for-pound best fighter in the world to me. You can debate that, him and Lomachenko, but I'll put Terrence Crawford. You can debate both, though. But yeah, Mikey didn't land more than 10 punches in any round. And that's exactly like Adrian Broner. So I know y'all gonna get mad at me when I say that, but Mikey didn't land more than 10 punches in a round like AB. He couldn't again, man, even when he engaged. Errol made a miss at times. And it kind of, when a person is stinging you and hitting you bad like that, your confidence wanes. Some fighters' confidence wanes in their ability to hit the guy, and they get more tentative about throwing. And then Mikey didn't, again, Mikey engaged though. He did engage. He just couldn't, he tried, at certain points he did engage. He tried to mix it up with him a little bit, but he could not do it, man. He was outmatched, man. He was outmatched. Errol's power was significant. And at one point, he was just being a bully on him. Like, he turned his bully up, and that heat got hot in the kitchen for Mikey. And it wasn't nothing Mikey could do, man. It wasn't nothing he could do. Mikey took some tough shots, though. And like I said, it's some people that's going to try to look at it funny because he didn't drop him. But Errol showed that he could box. Y'all got to respect Errol's boxing ability. He showed he could box. And he also went out and called out Manny Pacquiao. That's a fight I'm really interested to see, man. Because Pacquiao going to swing. He going to throw a lot of punches and barrages. And he's going to move, too. He's going to move. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a great fight, but I still think Manny at 40 years old, I don't know if he can withstand that power from Errol Spence, man. At 40? Nah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Not at 40. Errol, I gained a lot of respect for Errol. I was a big fan of Errol already, but Errol showed he could box, man. He showed he could box. People going to try to discredit him, 135-pounder. Mikey came in there. That's who he wanted to fight Errol. He wanted to fight Errol. Errol said, come on with it. Now, Mikey not coming up again. I bet you that much. Mikey's staying where he at. I really want to see if Mikey going to decide to fight Lomachenko. That's what I really want to see. I'm excited for that one. I really want to see if he's going to fight Lomachenko. If he's going to fight Loma or not, I really want to see that. Yeah, man, Mikey couldn't find rhythm. Story of the day, Mikey couldn't find rhythm. Couldn't find his distance. Getting touched up with that jab. That left hand all night. Them body punches was vigorous. Like, man. That attack that Errol Spence put on was relentless. But, I don't, people think Bud gonna get put to sleep. Him and Bud gonna be a extremely competitive match. Bud is a very, very smart fighter. He can adjust and make adjustments very well. Bud is very skilled. That's a fight we gotta see. It gotta happen. It gotta happen soon, man. It gotta happen. See if any or other points that I jotted down that I didn't make. Like I said, 12-round domination completely, man. Them brutal shots had Mikey. Errol had Mikey's respect. Mikey respected that power a ton, which is why he ain't coming there he didn't try to come in there willy-nilly while trying to engage because he knew he could get clipped at any moment, which he did get clipped several times. But again, props to Mikey for taking this fight too, man. Props to him for taking this fight and putting on the show for the fans. We all were excited to see this fight. We all were. But many people didn't think because it went 12 rounds, people didn't think it would be this much of a boxing mismatch. Errol put on an absolute clinic, and it was worse than when Manny Pacquiao beat Adrian Broner. Debate somebody else. You can give Mikey 1 round at most. Again, Errol Spence, young man showing to be the future of boxing. Him and Terrence Crawford, young future stars in that welterweight. They future stars, man. That welterweight division, future stars. Let's see if Keith Thurman gonna come forward. He didn't look really good against Josecito Lopez because he was laid off for a while, 2 years. But let's see. I saw when they had an interview with each other, Keith was hitting that, but he's serious though. He was joking in a joking way, but he was serious. Keith feel like he the best welterweight in the world. Errol Spence thinks otherwise. Terrence Boyd Crawford thinks otherwise. Manny Pacquiao still think he got what it takes. Let's see, man. A lot of exciting fights to be made in this welterweight division. I can't wait. Peace.